Welcome back, new Agatha all along. Spoiler review here on Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Dinenberg. Today, we're talking about Agatha All Along's episode 7 here on the channel. We're going to break down the episode, my thoughts, general thoughts, and then obviously what my thoughts are going to be upcoming on the final two episodes that both release next week. So, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Max Dinenberg. I like to talk all things entertainment, movies, TV shows, things of that sort. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I do movie and TV show reviews, out of theater reactions slash instant reactions, as well as movie franchise rankings and box office show every single Tuesday. So please subscribe, ring the bell if you're new to the channel. Comment down below. What are your thoughts on episode 7 of Agatha All Along? Is one of your favorite, least favorite episodes of the show? What are your bold predictions for the two episodes that release next week? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I respond to every single comment. Also, please like the video down below. Thank you very much. Let's get into this review. So, as I said, also before I get into the official review, I do instant reactions. I just started doing that for TV shows, like big time TV shows like Agatha All Along. So on my TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube, I post my instant reaction, which is a non-spoiler, like 60-second, my general thoughts after just literally clicking off the episode. And then I come here for my full review. So tune in for next Wednesday night if you want to get ahead of this review, of my spoiler review, and get my general thoughts on the season finale of Agatha All Along next weekend, Wednesday night, East Coast time. You should be able to get my instant reaction on both TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So definitely stay tuned for that. So this for me was honestly, this could have been these last two episodes for me, this is including this one and last week, were by far and away the best two episodes in the entire show. This was an excellent episode and by far the way the best episode of the escape room type episodes. I just didn't really like Agatha's. Alice's was, I think, the most interesting up to this point. But going with Lilia, this was a great idea to use kind of like time travel, I guess, in a way. The time element of this episode was fascinating. It made sense. It wasn't too convoluted. They definitely kind of used the trick that prisoner Azkaban used in the way of, when Harry and Hermione were using that time thing in Prisoner of Azkaban to get back in time. You would see things that would happen in the future, in the past, and kind of connect all of that. That's why I think that movie is easily the best Harry Potter film. This episode does the very similar thing because the whole season so far, leading into this episode, was Lilia kind of freaking out in particular moments in each of the episodes that we kind of know how that would tie right back in. But she has to learn a lesson. I think that was the biggest issue I had with some of the escape rooms. Even though they had the same intention of this episode, this really hammered the point of the main character who's getting their stuff on trial. They really do have to learn a lesson. And Lilia learns her tricks through her coven. The fact of even if you're predicting your own death, stuff, we're all meant to die. And that element with her, I don't know if it was her mom or whoever runs her original coven when she was a kid. The fact that she bounced around talking to Jennifer and then bouncing back to other episodes and how that all tied in, I thought was really well done. Now, another big thing we learned in this episode is that Joe Locke's character, again, of Billy or William Kaplan, he still doesn't really know who he is because when she says you're very much like your mother, Teen, I'll just call him again, says that Wanda is not his mom and that he actually has parents. Now, I still think he is caught in between. He does not know if he is Billy Maximoff or he's William Kaplan. And we kind of thought he was kind of leaning towards Billy Maximoff. When he kind of loses his emotions, Billy kind of takes over. And that's still the goal for him at the end of The Witch's Road. But you saw when he became on trial for the game of tarot, his question is, am I Billy or am I William? He kind of has no identity at this point because he loves his parents, even though he remembers nothing about them prior to the car accident. He has these powers and interest of the Maximoff family. While that's attached to him, he has, for some reason, no love or admiration for Wanda because he literally wrote her, did not even say, Wanda's not my mom. I have parents. And he even references her as Wanda Maximoff, not as mom or mother. So that was definitely a compelling part of the episode. The big twist review, which I knew was coming, especially if you knew some of the toy stuff, which I don't really look into unless it just pops up in my feed randomly, which it never does, but of course it did for this. But I knew it was going to be the twist when the show kind of was going on, and that is the fact that Aubrey Plaza's Rio Vidal would be playing Lady Death. And she was not a part of the last 5 minutes of episode 5. She was not even in episode 6. The moment when they brought up Death in episode 5, she was cackling and looking up to the heavens. Kind of was a big hint, which I brought up 2 weeks ago here on the channel. And what the final tarot card that's ahead of her is Death. And when she gets cemented with Jennifer into, the mud, the person who they see is Rio as Lady Death. Really cool design for Aubrey Plaza. She looked really cool, and obviously she will probably end up being, as I said, probably the biggest bad of the show because she's actually Death. I still think Billy is going to be the true hero of the show, with Agatha playing an antagonist, and maybe even the villain, and Death being the ultimate villain. So it'll be interesting to see how they continue on. The rumor is they do want to use Aubrey Plaza as Lady Death beyond the show. But again, we'll even see if she can make it out of Agatha all along. But that's just like that is a rumor, not a report or anything like that. But her look was awesome. The design was really sick for Rio. And that's the last tarot card, and it leads to this kind of all of these moments have been leading to Lilia's death, which was pretty violent for the Salem 7 when they got killed. Obviously, we didn't see her die, but it was definitely an emotional end. I thought when Alice died, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I just didn't feel anything when Alice. I didn't care about Alice's character. She kept kind of just complaining about her mom the entire show. And when she dies, like, okay, fine, we don't have to hear about Alice's mom anymore. Lilia, I actually ended up caring about and was worried that she wasn't going to make it out of the episode. I actually felt kind of sad that she had this death. But again, it all felt like a really good emotional payoff. And again, this was an under 40-minute episode, really like a 30-minute episode. And this is what it shows you, that Marvel has the possibility to have a good 30-minute episode. Because again, Marvel's been getting crapped on for really, and really Disney, Star Wars, or Marvel have been crapped on for just too short of episodes. 30, you can do a lot in 30-minute television. And I think Marvel and Star Wars have given such bad raps on 30-minute shows. I mean, I watch Abbott Elementary, that's 21 minutes an episode. Barry were 30 minutes, for example. So there's shows that do 30-minute episodes and they have so much creativity and it doesn't even feel like a 30-minute episode. This one finally feels like actually really was the perfect length for this episode. Nothing felt rushed or abrupt. So this probably for me was my favorite episode of Agatha all along. I thought it was really strong from start to finish. It had finally the first bit of, for me, real stakes, caring about the safety of the characters on the show. We learned some more information. I'm a sucker for time travel type situations. I know this is not time travel. The way they use time, I'm a sucker for those type of shows or movies that know how to do that right. This show does. So after being very lukewarm on the first 5 episodes of the show, I am really on board with Agatha all along. And of course, right when I'm saying that, we are down to one more week of watching the show, as like where we started the show, we got the first 2 episodes released on the same day. We will be getting the last 2 episodes releasing, obviously, on October 30th, the day before Halloween. So I'll be back next Wednesday night for an instant reaction to both episodes 8 and 9. Also, Thursday of next week, which will be Halloween Day, I will be giving my spoiler review of the last 2 episodes of Agatha all along. So follow me on socials, subscribe, ring the bell, and stay tuned. More videos are coming to the channel very soon.